Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 133. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. It's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Special guest in the building. Shouts out to Podcon once again. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey everybody, my name is Taya, owner of Just Taya Brand LLC. Happy to be here.
Copy that. This is a Philly situation, so international hype didn't need to, come in the building and let y'all know all about that. Now, this is episode 133. The title kind of got you in here. You thought this was something that it ain't. We're not looking to, spark up any controversy. We don't need CNN talk. But it's your body, is it your choice? This topic comes from if you're a woman, it would be somebody asking you for your eggs or asking you to be the surrogate mother of a situation. Your sister, cousin, best friend, or whoever couldn't carry or is having a bit of a difficulty having a baby. How do you perceive that as the woman? And then we also flip it for the man. Somebody needs a little sperm and they're asking you for your situation. So now we're gonna take it to you and say somebody asks your man for his sperm. Do you feel as though that is a situation that he can answer that for himself, or is this a conversation that y'all need to have?
I feel like he need to discuss that with me because
No,
that
I
is
said, hold up. I said, is that a situation where you feel like he can give the answer, or do y'all need to talk about that?
that's what I said. I feel like it's something he needs to discuss with me. He can't just give an answer and say yes because that's going to ultimately have an effect on us. I mean, whether you're giving somebody a sperm or not, that's still your child.
All right. So, do you feel the same way about the eggs or being a surrogate?
I feel the same way about that as well because now that man has to be with that woman while she goes through 9 months of pregnancy, and it's not even to carry his child. And we all know, I ain't trying to be controversial, but any man who has a woman who's had their child knows that that's a journey that is not very easy. And now you're
Ain't
going
nothing.
on that journey with that woman, and it's not even for your benefit, it's for somebody else's benefit. So it's definitely a conversation that has to be had. Cause then it's gonna be 6 weeks of no sex afterwards, you know what I'm saying?
Talk
So like
about it. That's when we. That was when we found out how much I really like you. So I wholeheartedly agree because where I got this from was watching TV. Somebody was having this situation. I've been here myself before. Somebody asked me if they have a couple of little hypes, and I'm like, it's not what we can do. I didn't even talk to my wife about that. It's like I can't have, yeah, like you just if you just donating the sperm, but if I know little Ricky around the corner is really my damn son, it's no way in hell, like I'm not just actively in that situation. There's no way I'm gonna just act like, oh no, I ain't never know when you look just like. I remember my daughter when she was in like kindergarten, a little like fat light skinned young boy walked past. I looked at my wife and said, I would question me if I seen him too. Like, that didn't look right. But I feel like yeah, it's your body, but it's definitely it can't be your choice if you're in a relationship. If you're in a
no.
marriage or long term relationship or situation, this is definitely something we need to talk about because it's just something that's going to affect both of us. When, like you said, that 9 months is a rough situation. We all gonna lie and say the best night of my life was when you was born, but the best night of my life was I was drunk somewhere. It wasn't when my daughters was born. So, like, I like to keep that a being. Like you said, that 9 months is a rough situation on her body physically, on her mentally. Once she
Yeah.
has the baby, then it becomes a
Right.
whole physical and mental situation. The thing people never
Right.
talk about is the thought process of a man after a baby is born. We
Right.
actually did that episode. You go back in the archive. Shouts out to my guys from This Better This Way, TJ and EJ. We did that one, long, long time ago. The perspective of a male after the first child was born, because we got a lot of thoughts and things that go through our head after that happens, and then you feel like there's a if you go through all of the, it's like when you lose it. It would be like essentially you losing a child uh, at birth because you went through all of this buildup and then it's just there's nothing at the end of it here.
Right.
And I think that that's a lot to ask somebody to put themselves through. Now, I'm not saying that you couldn't do that for your sister, cousin, or whatever. It's just something that y'all really need to talk about. Y'all really need to have a real honest conversation about that because it is far more than just like, can I borrow your drill?
Exactly. Well, you kind of are asking to borrow somebody's drill, but pause.
Well, I mean, copy. I didn't mean to word it like that, y'all. I wasn't. Damn, that was a good. That was a good one. I got to give you that. Damn, I wasn't even taking it there. So yeah, I think that's definitely an adult conversation that we need to have. Now, how do you handle it though if he says like, all right, well, even though you don't agree, like that's my brother. I really want to help him and his wife out. Not saying he's going to tag his man's wife, but he just goes in a couple of magazines, he handles the situation and passes off. If he still goes through with that, how do you feel like if you didn't agree with the situation? Could you be able to like, is this a deal breaker or talk to me about that?
It probably would be a deal breaker because at that point he's showing me that my feelings aren't first. You know what I'm saying? Your brother and his wife could get somebody else to help them with that situation. Just
Hold
saying.
up.
I'm just saying. He
All right,
could.
so hold up. It's because
Why do it have to be you?
so wait, because you said down that your feelings aren't first. So do his feelings not get to come first? He feels like he wants to handle that situation. I'm playing devil's advocate because, like I said, I'm not doing it. But
I mean, well, okay. So not
yeah, he
saying my
feels
feelings.
like
I
that's
mean,
my
my
like.
feeling, not my feelings above his. My feelings above theirs. You're willing to do something for them that I'm totally against, and I'm the one you're in a relationship with. You're willing to do something for somebody else in their relationship that the person you're in a relationship with has a problem with. So that's essentially putting their feelings before mine. That's what I meant by not putting my feelings first, not over his, but over theirs, over what they're asking him to do.
I mean, like I said, I agree with you because yeah, if my wife was like, oh well, no, because that's my cousin and I love her, or my sister, and like yeah, like I don't agree with this situation.
Mm.
But you got some people who are like, I really love this person this much, and I mean, like I said, if that's what you're doing, copy it. It's nothing wrong with that. We're not saying like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this. How could you? Type of thing. But for me personally, I would be like, we do gotta reevaluate our situation here. Is if you making these type of life changing decisions, and it's not even that you're not taking into account to what I think, because ultimately you do be the one that has to make the decision. But it's like if we're this far apart on this, then how the hell we go forward on whatever else life gonna throw at us?
Right.
All right. Now we're gonna move on to the next segment of the show.
I ain't
This is
trying to be mean, but I'm just saying,
I mean, copy. Like I said, I ain't mad at you. You can't be holding my
I mean, technically that would be his nephew and these two, but
That's what I'm saying. You can't hold my DeWalt drill. Now, this is the Get to Know segment, sponsored by Custom Hustle. At Custom Hustle World on Instagram is Custom Hustle Co. on Twitter. We do custom jerseys, custom jackets. We have 4 versions of the sneakers, CH1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, available in any color that you can think of. The custom
which
jackets
which
are,
which what sneaker was that you had on when I saw
when
you?
I saw you, I
At
had
five
on,
times.
those were the CH3s, the red and black ones. These
Yeah.
are also the CH3s. These are the pandas that I got on today,
Okay.
matching how to hustle with height. You know what I'm saying?
Them joints is fire. I was telling everybody. I said I met this boy at PowerCon. He got his own sneakers, man.
Oh yeah, well
He
let
different.
them
He
know.
different.
And it's at Custom Hustle World. You let them know however they want to put it together. We do the football, basketball, baseball, hockey jerseys. We got the cargo pants, the flip flops, the barber capes. If you cut or do hair, we can situate you all the way across the board. But that is at Custom Hustle World. And one, I appreciate the love because you definitely did put the video out and tag me in the joint. Because I peeped that you was, I tell people all the time, I pay attention to everything. I saw that you standing here with the camera when we was talking, and I said, all right, well, hold up. So let's make sure she gets a good shot of us, so that way she can get the whole sweatsuit. But yeah,
Everything is content. That's my motto. Everything is content.
I tell people that all the time. My conversations are currency.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the
Facts.
Get to Know segment. So now this is what I want to know. I'm gonna throw a year out here at you, and you're gonna tell me what you first think of and how old you was. 1997.
1997. I was 16.
And what's the first thing you think of? I'm 16 and
Mm,
Biggie died. I mean, you like Kareem in third period? Come on, you give me something.
Yeah, dang, you know I'm old. I'm drawing a blank. Let me think. 97. First thing I think of is being up with you at the playground watching the basketball games.
All right. So now tell me this: Is your high school crush? Does your high school crush still looking decent? You don't know, or like, ah,
I don't
I
know.
missed it. You don't know.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
You copy that.
I don't know where he is. I haven't laid eyes on him in years.
Now tell me this: Since you told me this pre-show, what have you done to make Dr. Umar proud?
What have I done to make Dr. Umar proud? Let's see. I only date black men.
Okay, copy that. So you don't have no saltines in your
I don't have no
situation.
saltines. Nope.
Okay. The best thing your child has ever done is
My child,
yes. What's the best thing he ever did?
she,
Excuse
my
me,
daughter is a teacher in the Philadelphia school district.
because you got to be a boy. We need more like you. She gets a pretty strong individual to deal with those little lovely people.
Fifth grade, fifth grade.
Oh yeah, they think they grown and everything. They probably be cussing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter in the 5th grade. Hold up, man. Let me find out if that's a teacher or not. Um, if you had to recommend one TV show, what would it be?
The Wire,
And why did you choose the greatest TV show of all time?
because it's the greatest TV show of all time, the greatest written TV show of all time.
All right. See, last week's episode, I asked KC the same thing. Shouts out to my man KC. You Avon or Stringer?
Avon.
You Avon too. So again, I'm the same way I asked KC this. If y'all listen to last week's episode, excuse the repetitiveness, but new listeners every day, babe. You think when when Avon came home that he didn't mess everything up arguing with Marlo over the corners because Stringer already had the bread flowing in and everything was smooth.
Stringer was shady though.
We glossing over the fact he killed
Messing with
D'Angelo and all that.
D'Angelo
Yeah.
chick and all the stuff with Brother Manzon. That's why he wound up getting killed. He was doing too much. He was doing too much.
Copy that. Damn. All right, yeah, The Wire is definitely the greatest joint in the building. Do you ever think we're gonna get a season 6?
No.
Because D'Angelo's son. You know how things go these days. It'll be the rewrite. D'Angelo's son is now Avon. Like, you don't think we getting that ever happen?
I think that the show is stamped enough in history that we can just keep watching those 5 seasons over and over again, discussing them daily, and keep it moving. I don't think we need a season 6.
Copy that. Now we're gonna slide into the next segment of the show. This will be the Get to Know segment. Get to Know is sponsored by H2H Cleaning. That's my cleaning company where we do roofing, plumbing, flooring, HVAC, cleanups, cleanouts, remodeling. If you need it, we can make it happen over there at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. If you make it worth my while, we will definitely slide out of town and get you all the way situated if that's what you need. But big jobs or little jobs, we are here to help. So just tell us how we can help. Now, this is the part of the show where you give us the whole rundown. This is all you right here. I'm only going to interject periodically when I have a question or two, but the floor is yours. What do we need to know?
What do you need to know about me? All right. First of all, I'm the owner of Just Hire Brand LLC. I'm a social media manager for the Mr. Know It All podcast. I also do all the topics on the Mr. Know It All podcast from beginning to end, the format, everything.
So if somebody is looking for a social media person to run their pages, where would they be able to find you to tap into you to see if that is something that you could possibly do for them too?
On Instagram at JUSTTYABRAND
Copy that. And y'all hear those DMs are wide open. Go ahead.
Hey.
We
Don't
talking
get the
business.
wrong idea. For business. For
We were
business.
talking, yeah, we were talking business. No
You
drill
gotta be
situation.
specific
Yeah,
these days.
copy because these niggas are goofy. I
Look,
figured, yo,
because somebody will take that clip and be like, he said your DMs was wide open, and then they'll leave off the other part. So we got to make sure we say it's for business.
you're absolutely right. See, that was the school teacher that you cultivated there. Okay, you made sure that the class understood the assignment. I see what you're doing there.
That part. Also, social media manager for a restaurant called Cheers Philly. It's the old Sister Muhammad Kitchen. Let's see. I am an
Where's that one?
author, as you
Hold
can
up.
see.
Where's that one located? You gotta get. This is what we need to know. We need to know the vital
Oh,
information
my
when
bad.
you
I just
find it out.
assumed that people know Sister Muhammad Kitchen. My bad.
See,
4441
you said
Germantown Avenue.
you said your daughter is a teacher, so you know everybody's not as quick as everybody. We have to slow it down for the kids in the back.
No problem.
Go ahead.
4441 Germantown Avenue.
Copy that.
I'm
And
also an author. My book, First Cup of Tea, No Sugar, came out February 22nd, 2021. Is almost 3 years old. I also have thank you. It's about me and the healing process. I use myself to help people learn how to heal, basically.
all right, so hold up. I got a question now about that. What was the best thing? What was one of the hardest things you learned about yourself through the healing process?
That I had abandonment issues from a kid that followed me all the way up until probably about 35, 36.
How did you deal with that?
Well, my abandonment issue started from my dad leaving. Well, we left him, and then he came to visit one day and said he'd be back in 2 weeks, and then I didn't see him again until I was like 16, and that was when I was 5. So that little girl lived inside of me for a long time, and it carried out in all of my relationships. So I realized I had to fix that in order to function. And it wasn't even just with men, it was friends, family, whatever. Like anytime it felt like somebody was leaving, I either try to leave first or it would just like crush me so bad when somebody leave. Now I'd be like, all right, peace. You weren't meant to be here. So that's how I know that, I've overcome those abandonment issues.
I like that answer. Did you dive into any of that in the book?
Absolutely. There's a whole chapter on abandonment issues. It's called
What
Abandonment Tea.
abandonment tea? So do you go two sugars, no cream in that, or do you?
But no, as it says, a fresh cup of tea, no sugar. So it's a triple entendre. My name is Taya. That's tea. I'm spilling tea about myself. And then I use tea as a metaphor, like making a cup of tea as a metaphor for the process of healing. You can do it as many times as you need to. And you only use your own ingredients and you have to like the way it tastes. That's what the no sugar is about. I don't need no sugar.
So you go equals and all of that copy.
Nothing. Nothing. No sugar.
Where can we get the book from though?
It's on Amazon, Amazon.com. Yeah.
All right, you said the book was 3 years old. We're gonna have to dive a little bit deeper into this book
Wait, I
situation.
wasn't done. Hold on.
No,
So I also.
we ain't done. We ain't done. But we
Oh,
going
okay,
book
okay.
situation sounds like we may have to bring you back on to talk about this whole book situation.
Absolutely.
So go ahead. You wasn't done though.
So what's funny is, I think, well, yeah, this when people see this is going to be February 19th. My author anniversary is the 22nd, so it'd be perfect timing for me to use the footage for this to talk about my author anniversary. So I'm all about cross promotion. I'm all about it.
Yeah,
So
marketing and promotion, as you can see,
all about cross promotion.
are how you make anything pop.
Yeah, you see, look, this is why my poster is in the background. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just cross promotion. So I'm also a self-care advocate. I have a journal. It's called Self Care's Bay before anything else. And for 6 weeks, you have to be intentional about practicing self-care every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes. So people always say, "Oh, I don't have time for self-care." I'm like, "Yes, you do. You literally, when you get up in the morning and brush your teeth, turn your favorite song on, or your favorite 2 songs, right? That's you doing something for you before you do anything for anybody else. And it gets you in that practice. It doesn't mean that everybody else is last. It just means that you're first, even if it's for 5 minutes.
Shouts out to
And
my
that's on
man
Amazon
Bruce.
as well.
So again, you were supposed to. Shouts out to my man Bruce because we did it. Bruce Leroy, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man out of Dallas, Texas.
Bruce Leroy, yo, hold up. The Last
Salutations, as my
Dragon.
man would say. Huh?
Last Dragon is my favorite movie of all time.
See, we say you'd have stepped on the next episode when we
I
still
got
be
the glow now. I got the glow. I used to
my
be
man.
that awkward person. They talk about my clothes. Now I got the glow. They can't touch me. I'm just
Me
saying.
and
Bruce
Bruce did
Leroy.
the episode about self-care. We both said that our self-care was horrible. So
Well, hopefully after this you'll do better.
So now you said though self-care, you said that was a 6-week process though.
So yeah, you had to be intentional for 6 weeks about practicing self-care. And
And
at the
what do you
end of it, it should show you what keeps you from practicing self-care, what you need to work on as far as self-care. Yeah.
what do you think the first step of
So
self-care
wait,
is?
I gotta make this very clear because you said you and a man said this, right? So my journal, Self Kids Bay, is called that for a reason. Remember, I like triple entendres. So Bay stands for before anything else. Bay is something that you could call a man or a woman, and self care is for men and women. On the cover, I got a man and woman hands, actually a husband and wife, to make that point that is for men and women. Because men always be like, "Oh, self care is for women." Nah, self care is for men and women. And that is why I made it the way that I did.
Nah, see now I'm not saying you do need your all right, so your self-care is definitely not like a woman's thing. We not
Oh, people
nobody
say
said
that
get
all the time. Yeah.
yeah, but nobody said go get a pedicure. It's basically take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, and have a moment to love yourself. Which copy. Nobody's saying that that's a bad thing, and if you're saying that that's just a thing for women, then you just foolish. We appreciate you for hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast. We only accept 5 stars, but that's foolish if you think like that. Um, my last question on that was though, what do you think is the first step to self care?
Is being able to say, I need to practice self-care. I don't think people realize how important it is, right? We all out here moving and shaking. We all out here doing all this stuff for other people, taking care of our family, working, podcasting, you know, you got the merchandise, you got the cleaning company. But at what point do you say, I'm gonna do something for me? And if you start
Never.
your day that way, I guarantee you the rest of your day is going to go well because you're going to feel like I did something for me. And I'm like I said, it could be watching the episode of The Wire. Like it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's not anything for somebody else. It's only for you. And I literally do not go a day without practicing some form of self care, even if it's for a couple minutes.
Copy that. You got anything else that we need to know before we wrap up episode 133?
Let's see. Let's see what else. I'm also a book editor. I've edited 2 books. One is Reality Bites, which is based on Meet the Parents by Jay-Z, by author Terrell Brown. And then I recently edited a book called Improve Your Shooting Percentage in 24 Hours Guaranteed by Kenyatta McKinney, which is my friend that is also a coach. He wrote a book that teaches people how to increase their shooting percentage in 24 hours. So,
And when we talk about your shooting percentage, what exactly are we talking about? We need
oh
again for the
yeah,
kids
look,
in the
somebody
back of the
always do
classroom.
that. I'm talking about basketball on the court, on the
Are we
court.
talking handle J's copy between the legs? Okay. I mean, you got to explain this for the kid that's sitting in the back. Like, okay, I was the kid sitting in the back of the class trying to talk to the girl in the green. Okay, I'm not paying attention to nothing that Miss Jackson
Yeah,
is
because
telling
somebody else
me
thought
to
it
do.
was about shooting your shot, and I was like, no,
Hey,
it's basketball for
that's one of
basketball players
see.
who
Plus, I
want
know
to
you like them.
improve their shooting percentage.
See, plus I knew I like you had the double entendre situation going on the whole time, just like you just said with the DM slide. Let's make sure that there wasn't a double entendre. We wanted to make sure that we want to make sure that the listeners get all the correct
Touche,
information.
touche, touche,
But
touche.
nah, I definitely appreciate you for coming on episode 133. We will definitely have to bring you back because you got a lot going on with these book situations, and books are very easy to dive in and make topic after topic out of. So one more
Yeah,
time
especially mine. It doesn't. It covers just about everything.
before I close it out, let them know one more time where they can follow you at and where to get the books from.
You can follow me on Instagram at JUSTTYABRANDLLC. A Fresh Cappuccino Sugar is on Amazon. Self Kids Bay is on Amazon. Reality Bites is on Amazon, and Improve Your Shooting Percentage in 24 Hours on Amazon also.
So basically, get your Prime subscription together, and then you'll be
Yeah,
iced on all of these situations.
you
All
have
right,
all the books in 2 days.
that's episode 133. I appreciate you coming on,
I
and
appreciate you
yeah.
having me on. Listen, PodCon did the damn thing. Look at all these connections being made off of PodCon. You know,
telling you, Wallow, I got like 5 episodes out of this. Shouts out to Wallow.
that's how